Hello guys, welcome. Today is day 65. And last time I've managed to get all of the materials needed for project endurance regarding ice mining. Hey Korbenik, welcome. How was your Sunday? And most importantly, what did you have for lunch today? I personally had a homemade potato stew, which I cooked myself. So, if we look at Project Endurance, we have fully completed everything regarding ice mining. And today I need to see whether I will start the production of the PI materials or I will leave them extracted a little bit. So what I have planned for today, not sure if it's possible, but I want to find an entrance to Pochven and try to mine myself some titanium. So let's see whether this is going to be possible or not. Taco Bell. I decided to be lazy. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so for going into Pochven, I need to get my venture out. And I also have a second venture here, just in case. But this one is the one that I'm after. And I need a probe launcher. Where is the probe launcher? That is the question. Probe launcher. Please don't say I don't have a probe launcher. I have a probe launcher. It seems to be in the item hangar. Okay. Then let's go to the item hangar. And let's look for the probe launcher. And here it is, core probe launcher. I most likely won't need any of those sister core probes, so I will just pick up the other core probes which I have in Shapizin. So let's set destination to Shapizin. And what are the dailies for today? Because today is the last day of the month for completing this monthly goal. And we got... wait. We have some stuff in cargo. So I will... first of all, drop everything I have in my cargo. I don't see any value holding on to that at the moment. Let's put everything inside item hangar just for now. Feeling kind of stuck in my own Ironman. How did you go about getting some good progression? I'm currently in a rupture and I'm feeling really underpowered. A rupture is a cruiser, right? So you are pretty good so far, I would say. If you are at cruiser level, you're doing very fine. But if you feel underpowered, do you have like meta guns on your ships already? I don't have that on my arbitrator for the most part. Yeah, made good progress, but now I feel stuck. Okay. Hey, Dio! Good evening! Hope you're doing great. What did you have for lunch today? I haven't found any metaguns yet. You are playing in Minmatar space, I would say, believe, right? So if you kill rats, you should find meta versions of projectile weapons. Correct, I'm fighting the Angel Cartel. Hey, Caroline! Welcome! I got a surprise stream today. Normally, this is not my time. But today, I got some free time because plans have changed. I'm pretty happy about that. New phone. Ooh, this. So that's why I'm streaming today. Otherwise, usually Sunday is not my streaming day. Like, not at all. But, yeah. I'm happy. I hope that you are happy. And what did you have for lunch today, Caroline? By the way, wait, something is not right here. This one here. Sandwich with fish. Ah, okay. I don't eat fish, so I can't tell whether this was tasty or not. But I believe it was tasty. Otherwise, you would have told me. I guess to be more accurate, I'm finding some meta guns, but not the 220mm autocannons I'm currently using. Ah, so you're finding smaller versions, I believe, right? Where are you retting? That is the question. Because depending on the ship size you're fighting, you should be getting meta versions of the guns. Smaller artillery. Okay. So are you retting in low sec or are you retting in null sec? Trying around 0.5 and low sec. Yeah. Like, I can't say that for sure. I just can say that I had like really no issues at all finding weapons for cruisers and battleships in nullsec. So if you look here, for example, in KLYN, which is one of my hubs which I have set up, you see the modules that I've been getting from like all these battleships and cruisers. And you see I got like 150mm cannons, I got 250mm railguns, 300mm railguns, 350. So, like a lot of different calibers. And here also, the same goes for blaster. So maybe either you have been very unlucky, or you might... you could try going into nullsec a bit and see whether the loot gets better and you get like higher calibers of red guns, meta versions of the guns. May need to move further from hack then, get deeper into low sec, null sec. Yeah, exactly. I would try that one out. Other than that, I'm really, I have no clue about Minmatar. Oh, by the way, I just put all the skills that I found that belong to Alpha, so I don't need Omega for them, and I have the skill books for that. I put them just in the queue, because my queue was like already almost running dry. So I thought it would be a great idea to like just stuff a bunch of things in the queue to have something running. So at the moment I'm learning mining frigate and then I'm going for the shield upgrades. So let me get the probes. There were probes in this item hangar. Here we are. And what I was about to do, I wanted to have a look at the ship tree for the moment. And the ship tree, here we have the Minmatar Republic. That's basically what my queue looks like. Oh, really? But most likely it's a little bit longer than 132 days, right? I would guess. Because those are like still very, very basic skills. Yeah, 2,784 days. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a little bit longer. So you got this ship here. One question, Corbinik. What is your Minmatar cruiser level for the Rupture, which you have? Have you already got your cruiser level to 4? Level 4. Okay, so you're already maxed out for Alpha. I already have 220 million SP, so I can fly all the subcaps. Okay. What else? Have you already gotten all the support skills for the guns, Urbanik? Maybe that's something you could try to increase your DPS a little bit. I'm doing about 230 DPS with drones and guns, as well as single rapid light missiles. Is the Rupture a missile ship? I thought that was a projectile ship. Ah, you have a single rapid light missile. Okay, now I see. So you have like projectile guns and then one missile launcher. Just for the last slot. Okay. So, I was sent the locations of some of those C29 wormholes. I will put something in the stream title now, because I have planned hunting C29 holes. I think I'm good skill-wise. I just need some meta guns. Yeah, that could be possible. Like, if you have a lot of guns, then meta guns really make a huge difference. I'm so glad that like the arbitrator is like mostly relying on drones, so most of the DPS comes from the drones. So even if I don't find any good meta guns, it really doesn't matter at all. Okay, so here we are. C29. So the first C29 location I was sent a few days ago is in Crawler. So I will have a look at that. But wait. Oh, I have the probes. Great. I thought for a moment I forgot to take the probes with me. Hey, Sege! Welcome! Great to have you around. So how have you been doing? Haven't seen you in a bit. I have great news for you, Sege. Yesterday I was able to complete all the ice mining that I had to do for Project Endurance. So all the liquid ozone, all the isotopes from all the different regions, everything is inside my container now. So I'm currently trying to get to Pochven to mine myself some titanium, because I haven't done that before. And I was told that the ore in Pochven returns like a lot more titanium. So I'm hoping that I will get out more than when I would traditionally be mining titanium. And also I've never been to Pochven yet, so that's one thing I want to check on my bucket list, you know? So let me change my current side goal, because we have completed the isotopes. So I would say get to Pochven is my next side goal. Had a great weekend with a new friend visiting. What we up to? Unfortunately, there was a moon just a few days ago. I also tried to mine it, but it only had like a little bit of cobaltite and ottervite and none of the ores which contain the hafnium and the technetium. Never found Pochven myself. Very excited to see how this will go. Yeah, I'm also excited. You might see that in the YouTube video, Sega, as you have missed one of the last streams. But I have actually lost my ice mining cruiser in faction warfare space. So you will see how I did this. I was a little bit stupid and maybe a little bit too naive there. But I managed to rebuild it and get the rest of the isotopes on the next day, so it wasn't that bad. But now my resource stash is like dangerously empty. So that's why I need to get a lot of titanium now. Overall, I'm really enjoying the challenge. It has taught me a lot about Eve on things I've never even thought about. Yeah, Corbinik, that's also one of the things why I say I really love this, because since I started this whole challenge in January, I have learned so much about the game, either by talking to people in chat like you, which teach me new stuff, or by getting to know different mechanics of the game, which I've never experienced yet. So that's one thing I can totally recommend this for. So Sege, how have you been up to? What have you been doing this week? And while we are on the way, I will select a skin for today's giveaway, since we like to give away skins. And I think we will start with the Brutix. No. Let's start with the Cormorant. Let's start with the Cormorant skin. So we will start the giveaway. Just give me 1 second. Cormorant Santo in. Okay, so giveaway is up. So you can use exclamation mark by note as one word. I will also type it out to enter giveaway. So here you go. Let's pin this message. That's a great question. I can't remember. So the skin that you are able to win is the... where it is? Sento Isideko Combine. Oh, that's a neat looking cormorant. Holy shit. It looks a little bit like DHL. Like the German mail service, because they're also using yellow and red cars. But I dig that. Holy shit. So wish you guys a lot of luck. Oh, I tried out Burrow Traumer with friends. That's an awesome survival style game. You play as a submarine crew, earning money from for supplies and upgrades for your sub. Oh, that's that sounds nice. Parcel delivery destroyer. Yeah, exactly. By the way, Sege, when I was mining my ice, I found a wreck of a barge which has been killed by gankers, and it contained, let me show you, 37 blocks of ice. So I had to bring those back to my station one by one. So I had to warp like almost 37 times. And after that, I finally got all of these in my station. So in the future, I probably won't need to mine a lot of nitrogen isotopes. So I'm pretty lucky, because you said that those would be like one of the hardest ones to come by. We deliver pain. Yeah, that could be a great motto. Okay, I need to open my notepad. I need to find my research. So from what I found on the internet, I need to find C729 wormholes, and those spawn in specific locations. I will open the guide for that on my second monitor, so I can see which systems could potentially have those entries. So Pochven. Pochven entry manual. Let me share the link with you. So, torpedoes delivered to any hull in New Eden, and we are not happy till you are content. What the hell? Sounds like the Wingspan slogan. Ah, I remember there was a YouTube series from a guy living in wormholes, which did like a torpedo delivery service, and he wrote out all the mails that went along this line. Oh yeah, forgot about Wingspan and their fleets. By the way, just for transparency, I had a look at my old history, and apparently it seems my character was not born in 2024 as I originally thought, but I created it in 2023. So it's 1 year older than I originally thought. They still, like my old one, which I have deleted, so not this one here. Corpse still exists. Still, they still hand out delivery forms on FanFest. So let me check. I should already be in the region. So, Avery Shore. So 15-second distance. Arch. Where the hell am I? I'm in something with O. But that's the right one. Okay, I need to go to Keratin and then basically start scanning around Keratin and hope for the best.
Drive active.
Also, this time I'm only going for wormholes. So even if we find like any data or relic sites, I will just ignore them. Because we only want entrance wormholes into Pochven. So as soon we see that it's not a C729, I'm going to ignore and take someone else. Something else, not someone. Hey, Gorbrick. Welcome. How was your day? I'm currently trying to find one of those wormholes which lead to Pochven. I'm here just lurking at the moment. Ah, that's fine. I'll enjoy you being here, even if you're just lurking. So, am I already in the region? Vittinen? No, this is not one. I think Kröller, Fricor. Fricor is the first system in this region here. So I will start scanning in Fricor and see whether I will have a good entrance. And this time, hopefully, not forgetting to bookmark the entrance. Or bookmark my exit, but... Teach me a German word. Come on, Sege. You're German. How should I teach you a German word? I mean, what kind of German word would you like to learn? I believe you should already know all the German words, even the slurs and stuff like that. You definitely know some words I never heard before. Are you sure? Let me see. I will teach you a higher level German word. Okay, so I think Kernschleifen-Singularität. Yeah, I believe you know that word. I have some word. I definitely think that you should know that word already. But just for all the other viewers, I will still take it because I use that word a lot in my German vocabulary. And it's the German word antizipieren. And antizipieren basically means to foreshadow something. But it's like a pretty high-level word. The normal word for foreshadowing would be like vorhersehen. And antizipieren is like high-level, yeah, anticipate. That's also in English. That's actually not a real word, but it sounds like it should be. Kernschleifen-Singularität, yeah. There is a really, really long German word. I have to research that. Yeah, I found it. So this here, which I will post in chat, is the longest German word I know. It's Rindfleisch-Etikettierungs-Überwachungs-Aufgabenübertragungsgesetz. I wanted to write that, but I was too slow. Yeah. Ah, dang it. I forgot Fricor. I need to go back. Let's jump back to Fricor again. Because I wanted to start scanning in Fricor, but I forgot to do it. What about Donau-Dampfschifffahrt, Elektrizitäten, Hauptbetriebswerk, Bauunternehmen, Unterbeamtengesellschaft? Is that a real word? Cubes? And welcome. How are you doing? Yes, sir. Oh, crazy. I'm not sure, like, I haven't counted the letters, but I would assume that the word that you wrote is a little bit longer. Now back into sleep lurk mode. Okay, that's fine. Then enjoy the show. And don't be too distracted from loud alert sounds. You can teach me about Rindfleisch-Etikettierungsüberwachung-Übertragungsaufgabengesetz. Though, actually, I have no clue what that law even does. What's this one in English? Oh, come on. I don't think there is a English word for this. There are some things in German language which you don't have a word for in English. One, for example, is kindergarten, which I learned. But I can't really say that. Let me see if there is an English page for that. No. There is like not even a English Wikipedia page for that. So I think that does not exist in in other languages. So beef labeling, monitoring, task transfer act. Yeah, okay, so that's like the word by word translation. But I think like the law does not exist in your country. I think Germany is like the only country having such extremely complicated laws. A law regulating whatever that is. So let me see. I will just warp to a station in Fricor and see whether I'm able to find this wormhole in this system. Unfortunately, I don't have sister core probes today. But I only have one batch and I really don't want to use them in Pochven and then losing them. So I thought I'd rather go cheap. So I would say we have 15 minutes left and then we will draw the winner for the giveaway. So if you want a cormorant skin, which looks like a German parcel delivery service, you can go for it now. I'm just realizing me trying to relearn German now. Maybe a monumental task. I think you don't need to learn such complicated words because they are rarely even used in the German language. Like they are probably in some like law texts they could be included, but other than that, in like daily business, you won't be using those. So let's see. Is this one of the wormholes we're searching for? That would be so funny if just the first wormhole that I find is actually the thing that I'm searching. By the way, if you're flying around this region here somewhere, or even some other region, and you find yourself a C729 wormhole ID, no, wormhole type ID, please let me know, because those are exactly the ones that I'm currently searching. So let's warp at 100 and hope for the best. And this is a K1 and it leads to unknown space. Okay, so this is not the wormhole I'm searching. This is leading into a class 1 wormhole. Okay, so let's warp again back to station. We are continuing our search. At worst, we will have to check about 15 systems. So Fricor is going to be the first. I will do a checklist so I don't forget which systems I have already checked. So let me see. So in my notepad list, here, let's go. Archie. So the system of Archie and Pochven is linked with all these systems potentially, which is Fricor. Next we have Keratin. Lille. Rybeer. Vivilan. Atir. Roller. Adrelabeer. Holy shit. Adralezoen. Ardeen. Boy, only 2 left. Boiler and Nay. So these are the systems I'm going to check each after another to find the wormhole. Hey, Delboy! Welcome. Let's give you a shout out. So if you guys are searching for someone doing level 4 missions and you want to do your level 4 missions as well, and you are searching for someone to do this, then Delboy is your man. He is hosting L4 community fleets very frequently, and you can come with whatever you want and join his fleet and do level 4 missions with him. So Delboy, how have you been doing? How was your Sunday so far? I'm currently searching for the C729 wormholes. So unfortunately, the wormholes that you and the others have been finding, but at the time I didn't have the possibility to go there. And today I'm trying to do that. By the way, Delboy, if you want to win a skin for a destroyer looking like a German parcel delivery service, you can still enter the giveaway. We are 7 minutes away from the draw at the moment. Oh, it is a wormhole. Nice. It's been good, thank you. So if you, whatever you're doing, are coming across a C729 wormhole somehow, please let me know. That would cut down my research time a lot. So I'm starting in Fricoeur and then slowly moving myself throughout the pocket until I find one. Hopefully it won't take that long. I've never done this before, so we'll see. Okay, that's an M555 wormhole, so this is also not the one I'm seeking. Then the next system I'm going to is Keratin. I will come and help scan. Yeah, sure. That would be lovely, because you probably have the better scanning capabilities than I have. So if you want to lift some of the work off me, it would be much appreciated. And reload. Okay, so in Fricoeur we only have one signature. That makes things very easy for me. So I'll just have to put out my probes. So Keratin and Fricoeur are already like done, so I don't need those systems. Let me check them off my checklist. So we have my shopping list. Here's the check mark. And I have Fricoeur and Keratin. Since I take this. I will take the Burb and Bivelan route. Okay, perfect. So I will put everything here. So the Bivelan route is down to Crawler. So Crawler and wait, I will post you a image in Discord, so it's a little bit easier for you. Let me send it to you. So this one is the first. And which one is the second one in every shore? It's Animora. So it's that one here. So those are the two constellations in every shore that have a potential for spawning C729 wormholes. Let's see. And here we are. You could also come, I could also come Discord with you, so we could like talk and see where we each other are. But if you're like, if Bio is doing something else, you can also play like, I'm not sure whether he's playing Valheim, and that would be like too annoying for him. I know this route well, sir. It's my home stomping grounds. That's even better then. 2 minutes left for the giveaway. Oh, wait. And a little bit more upwards. Here we go. Let's see if we can find ourselves a wormhole in Fricoeur. And it's a data site. Okay. I'm not interested in those data sites right now. but I'm still going to scan them. Maybe I'll bookmark them and I'll try to go there later. But on the other hand, those are ISAC data sites. So usually they are like, a lot of people are searching for them. So not sure whether it's useful to bookmark this and then return later just to find it already scanned. So, since you went to Brubir and Bavilan, I will go down the route to... was it Archie? Here we are. I will go down the route to Ney from Fricourt. Okay, so safe location. Let's do 2 days. Or maybe 3 hours should be enough. No, let's just to do 2 days. And let's draw the winner for the giveaway right now. So the winner is Alchemist1206. Congratulations, you won yourself a Cormorant Cento Deku Combine skin. And I also think you are a first-time winner here. I don't remember sending you a contract yet, so congratulations. Thank you. You're welcome. I am. So now you can fly in style and cosplay as a German parcel delivery service. So let's see. I need to go to Brapelil. And then from there, I need to go down the other route. So let's see which skin we're going next. Let's go for the Drake Malagrin Marshlight next. Start giveaway. Drake Malagrin. Again. Okay, so the Drake Malagrin Marshlight skin is going to be the next one. It looks like this here. So you have a ghastly grinning orange face on top of a green drake. So if you want that skin, please enter the giveaway. Okay, so no signatures here in that system. So I will have to continue down to Araldabir. So this one here. Neat, yeah, indeed. It's a very neat looking skin. So this system was checked. There was nothing. Next I go to Araldabir. Ardalabir. Haven't I completed the daily? No. I'm still missing 2 more signatures. Scan. Okay, there's also only 1 in this system. That makes things a lot easier. So technically this is not directly contributing to Project Endurance, but I have like lost so much of my mineral stash that I really think I should go for some titanium if I get the opportunity to do that. And since I've never was in Pochven, this is something I'm really intrigued about. It is a wormhole. We found ourselves a wormhole. Now we need to find out whether it is the wormhole I'm searching for. So we will draw the winner on the half-hour mark. So if I forget this, please remind me. And let's see this one. Technically, we can also warp to 0. Since we're in high... Oh, no, wait. No, we can't warp to 0. I need to remember to warp to 100. Because those wormholes tend to have some very nasty Triglavian rats. Oh, Delboy wants me to join his fleet. Come to Burp. Okay. So you found yourself a wormhole. That's nice. I will come. So we want to go to Burp. Where is Burp? I believe it's back to Brape a little and then down the other chain, right? Yes, it is. I will come, Delboy. I'm on my way. So our Delabir also was scanned and I found nothing. And next was Burp.
Warp drive active.
It's not Burp. I just saw that. It's Brybeer. Why do I keep calling it Burp? I am zoning into the system. Okay. I am inside the system. So which of these is it? Which one should I scan? Wait. Okay. I will do. Warp to me. Okay, I warp to you.
Warp drive active.
Oh, nice. You found one. Perfect. Thank you, Delboy. I will bookmark it now. C729. And I just need to drop out my probes real quick. Pochven wormhole for you, sir. Yeah, thank you. That's pretty nice. I just need to could you tell me the signature ID? Like the ID from the probe scan, so I could like enter it. Okay, so never mind. Then you scanned everything. Okay, it's this one. Thank you. I will edit it and then wish me luck. I'm going into Pochven, first time. Let's see what I will find on the other side. So here I am. And planets anomalies. Ubiquitous mineral field. I will be warping to that mineral field here.
Active.
Bon voyage to find some combat sites. I probably won't find combat sites. Like, there are combat sites in the system here. There is an Edencom scout fleet and a stellar fleet deployment site. But I'm hunting for ore sites. So these ones here. Let me see, what kind of minerals do I have here? Recanovine. Are these the ones? Yes, those are the ones that give a lot of tritanium. So I will fly over to that one and get myself some tritanium. That one is even further, so I will save the location. And then warp to some arbitrary place. Let's take this one here.
Warp drive active.
And now I can change stream title to Pochven mine. Since I already managed to get my side goal, getting into Pochven. So now, mine Rakovin. So that's the next side goal.
Warp drive active.
Let's see how much of those stuff I can get back home. And I forgot to fucking scan my exit. I forgot to bookmark the exit. God damn it. Why do I keep forgetting this? Yesterday I forgot it, and today I'm forgetting it again. We'll come back. So if you could do me one favor, Del Boy. If you would jump into Pochven for a moment and I will warp to you. If that's the problem. That would be like perfect. Then I would not need to scan the exit. Just hitting up a quick refuge. Yes, sure. Like, take your time. So, where is... Oh, so I can't bookmark it. That's interesting. I thought I could warp to that site here, but I can't. So I will fly over all the way. So people that land on this site here won't be able to catch me right now. That gives me a little bit more time to have a look at what kind of minerals I get here. So there is telesonite, which gives a high amount of noxium and megasite. And there is the rakovine. And that one gives a high amount of isogen and sidrin. I think I will go for the telesonite then. Because I feel that megasite and noxium is better for me than isogen and sidrin. Because I do have a lot of sidrin and isogen. So sidrin, let me have a look. How much sidrin do I have? 13,000. And isogen, 122,000. And then noxium, only 52. And megasite, yeah, I will definitely go for megasite and noxium. So let's go to that asteroid here. Maybe not that one. Where this one, and this one. I will go for this one here. That's pretty far out. There's an Atron and a Heron here. But probably they're not at my location. I will see. Then on my way, ETA 3 minutes. Like I said, Delboy, you don't need to hurry because I can't warp back at my bookmark here. So if I go away from this, then I won't be able to return that fast, you know? So I will just mine a full cargo, and then I will, if that's fine with you, then I would ask you to jump in for a moment. Otherwise, I will just scan down the signatures. It's only 3 signatures in the area, so that's also possible. Hey, Stoffel! Good evening. So I managed to get into Pochven, and I'm just about to start mining here. Dradimin looks interesting. Most trit and also isogen, noxium, citrin, and megasite all in one. Yeah, but it's currently not in this belt here. So the only thing that I have is Betacin. Betacin. That has isogen and megasite. But I don't see any of those that you mentioned. But I will keep an eye out for it, Sege. So, Stoffel, how are you doing? What have you done today? We already raffled our first skin today, Stoffel. So it was the... Oh, look, there's a Heron Navy issue trying to combat scan me. But still, even if he is able to combat scan me, I should be able to warp away, right? He will just be able to land at 100 here. He probably won't be able to jump at 0 on me. Or am I wrong? Otherwise, I will align out to a planet and then jump. What the hell is happening here? How far can my things shoot? And that's fine. Maybe take another one. $13, $14. So there's definitely someone combat scanning me. The only question that I have is, will he be able to jump directly onto me? We will see that. Full pork, cooked a loin for lunch and ate half of it. It was delicious. Kept going back for more. Oh, that sounds very good. So you had a great day. Only now understood why there is Ironman on the screen. Yeah, I have this as a little visual thing. So people like see that I am doing an Ironman challenge. So it's like a kind of a joke on one hand, but on the other hand, it's like also an indicator, so people know, hey, he's doing an Ironman challenge. But if you just now found that out, then the indicator is probably not good enough. Let me see. What the hell? I did not ask for that. I might not be very attentive today. Ah, okay. Oh yes, good day. Perfect. So 10 more minutes for the giveaway. We are currently giving away a... let me see. I tend to forget this. A Drake Melagrin Marshlight skin. So if you are still missing this one in your collection, please be sure to enter. Hey, Risty! Welcome! How was your stream? Thank you for the raid, man. So here, Risty is also an EVE streamer, and he does level 4 blitzing missions and also burner missions. So if you haven't followed Risty, please give that man a follow. His content is very good for sure. Was nice. Chat are always good. Oh, perfect. We are currently mining in Pochven. I just found myself, with the help of Delboy, an entrance to Pochven through a C729 wormhole. And now I'm trying to mine that ore here because it returns a insanely high amount of titanium, which is one of the resources I'm missing. And also it has a nice amount of noxium and megasite. So that's what we are doing at the moment. But distracted as I am, I forgot to bookmark the exit again. So I might need to get back and ask Delboy to come into the wormhole so I can warp to him. So great to hear that you had a nice stream, Risty. I'm coming in with an Astero. Okay, perfect. I'll just increase my D-scan a little bit. I'm always glad I'm not the only cuck noob forgetting the book to bookmark wormholes. Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to admit I did this yesterday. I forgot to bookmark the exit on the wormhole, and today I'm doing the same. Okay, so this is a combat site. Then we have two different signatures. It could either be this one here, or it could be this one here. I think it was this one here, because I remember seeing gates when I went through the wormhole. But yesterday I forgot to bookmark the exit and I didn't even have a probe scanner with me, so that was problematic. Today I at least have a probe scanner with me. Oh. I will probably just get as much ore as possible, drop it off in high sec, and then get back to it. Because if I just found an entrance to Pochven, I should for sure use it as long as possible. Oh, and there is my daily goal completed. So I got 70,000 skill points. Another 150,000, 3 times 500 ISK, and another 10,000 skill points. So monthly goal is officially completed. Very, very nice. Have you ever been to Pochven, Risti? Or are you usually just flying around in your level 4 missions? Because it is definitely the first day for me in Pochven. I never was before. Drink some water. Okay. I will do it. Thank you for reminding me. Although it's not that hot today. Okay, I'm back. So I even got myself a full bottle of water. So I will be able to drink more. And I don't have to stand up all the time. What the hell is my monitor is flickering in that angle here. Do you see that? Or is that only for me? Can you see this like graphical bug here? Yeah, you can see that. But it's only in this specific angle. Like here, it's not happening. That's odd. Okay. Funny. I mean, my computer is not the youngest. Like, holy shit. I've built this computer in 2020, so it's like 5 years old now, but the hardware should still like be good enough for Eve. Isn't that like the effect at the laser lens, basically? Ah, yeah, thank you, Stoffel, for giving Gorbrick a shout out. So Gorbrick is a pretty new streamer. He just has recently started streaming, and he's definitely worth a follow. He's also very, very good at Skinner. So if you want a beautiful skin, might check his skins on Paragon Hub. It's not your PC. There's GFX bugs here and there. Okay. I'm glad to hear that it's not my PC. By the way, Gorbrick, have you seen the skin that I posted on Delboy's art channel? Yesterday, I think it was. I'm not sure if you saw that one yet. Because I finally managed to create a gradient. I got a skin now that looks basically like the rainbow that is going around the edges of my screen here at the top and at the bottom. And Stoffel, the man, the goat, is currently cooking up this skin for me. So in a few days, Wombat is able to fly around in an arbitrator which has this skin here. Wait, it's not loading correctly. This one here. So I hope, Stoffel, you haven't named it like I did it. Because that would be kind of funny. Yeah, I really like that. I'm so proud I managed to do that in Skinner. It wasn't like only me, like I asked like other people for information about specific things, and there was one person specific, a dude called Kredic, called it Wombat's Gradient. you could have called it Wombat Rainbow. but Wombat's Gradient is also fine. So 1 minute left for the giveaway. And also not long, and then my cargo will be at full capacity. Oh, and look who's there. We have Delboy in his Estero turning up. Were you trying to spook me by coming right next to me and then decloaking? I'm almost finished. I think like 2 or 3 more cycles and then my cargo is full. I am Batman. Sure you are. Okay, so let's draw the winner. Sneaky. And the winner is again Alchemist 1206. I don't know what you did, Alchemist, but maybe you prayed to the RNG gods or to RNGesus, but whatever you did, it worked. So, you got yourself a Malagrin Marshlight skin. Congratulations on that one. It's magic, yeah, most likely. So, next skin, since we are a few people, I think we are giving away the Dremiel skin. So, start giveaway. It's rigged unless I win. I can give you like a little sneak peek for the future. I am currently having my designer work on my own version of a rigged emote. It's not animated. For the moment, it's only static. We might have an animated version of that in the future. But Wombat is getting his own rigged emote for the future. So let me see. Dremiel, Lumine, Polaris skin. Okay, so here we go. This is the skin that I'm giving away. And it looks like this. So if you have a Dremiel and you want a very sleek looking skin for it, now is your chance for winning this beauty. Okay, Delboy, I am ready. So if you would warp to the wormhole, or maybe I have scanned it down already. But if you're warping to that wormhole, I'll also just you can fleet warp me. I didn't thought about that. I don't have one, but I now might have a reason to get one. Indeed, Corbinik. Indeed, that is a very good reason to go for Dremiel if you have a nice skin for it. Getting into the game venture. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Chamfin. And welcome to the crew. So I will jump through. Thank you, Delboy. I have bookmarked the wormhole now. And I will drop off the stuff here. And I will also check the container. Because you have shot some rats here. And while I'm here, why not loot the rats as well? Maybe they contain something valuable, which I could use. So let's see. Okay, some modules. What do we have here? Triglavian large rack. Chrysin might have to build that thing. It could be a nice challenge, Sege, to build a Dremiel. Oh, nice! I found an internal 5 Pochven filament. I don't know what it is doing, but I will have a look at it. So the internal 5 Pochven filament permits up to 5 ships to travel from known space into a system in Triglavian space that is considered an internal of the artificial constellation or Cray, controlled by the given Triglavian clade. Okay. Nothing in the second rack. Triglavian mastery of space-time conduit technology allows them relatively fine control over the generation and targeting of FTFL conduits. Certain of the filament devices used by Triglavian forces are connected to systems that are considered the internal systems of the Triglavian Cray, or artificial constellation controlled by a given clade. Even those unfamiliar with how to precisely target them will find the conduits they generate will transport them to the internal system in the Triglavian constructed region of Pochven. Okay, so we found ourselves a Pochven filament, which I could use next time. That's perfect. Check the can. I will do it. Oh, okay. Since that's not too impacting for the challenge, Delboy, I will accept this gift. Or was that inside the rats, and you looted it beforehand? This is just what I found. Okay, so it's not the difference. Okay, I will take it then. Thank you for that. I'll just dock up in a station here and drop off my shit. And then I'll get back into Pochven, and this time I will try to mine a different mineral. So first travel to Pochven was exactly successful, and I managed to get a full load of elesonite. I just want to see how much tritanium I would get out of this if I would reprocess it just now. So if I would reprocess this amount of telesonite, I would exactly get... is that 60 or 80? That's 60, right? So 65,000 tritanium. Okay, I'll take it. Now, Sege, please tell me, is that faster or slower than ratting in Syndicate, for example, and getting the and getting the modules, like not the what are they called? Not the warp disruption field generators, but like the normal stuff that you get from rats. Because I knew that you said it's not worth mining in a venture. Depends on what you fly. Let's say I would fly my coercer, so a destroyer. It has about 200 DPS, maybe? Let me see. Coercer. Oh, I don't even have a coercer down there. So the only coercer I currently own is this one. So that would be 201 DPS for the coercer. And let's drop off this stuff in here. Not my probes. I will want my probes. If that entrance... Or maybe I will use that one. If the wormhole closes, I could get back with that filament. Yeah. Let's take that filament with me. I think that's a good decision. Also, haven't done that in a long time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering because I remembered that you were the one that basically said to me it's not worth mining in a venture and I should rather go and do belt ratting. It would return more minerals instead of going out with a venture. What was a 500 MN in Trit? I can find that out for you. 500 M. So 500 MN worth of Trit industry. That would be 25,000 tritanium when if I reprocess it. The question is that faster? Like that would be getting 2 of those 500 MNs. There was a second one. I will warp to the other one. So let's have a look at this one here. I feel back being set on 100 million units of Trit. I feel bad sitting on 100 million units of tritanium. Holy shit, Del boy. You got yourself a big mineral stash. Do you have any idea how long that took? Chat doesn't have timestamps, sadly. No, but you can just have a look and stop the time. So I entered Pochven now. Just track the time, how long it took until I got out of Pochven, basically. Oh, look, the other venture has warped away. That's interesting. I didn't thought that he would just warp away. So what else do we have? We have, again, Reconavite and Telesonite. This time, I think I will be going for this one here. Maybe there's one a little bit further. That's too far away. I will go for that one. All right, now it's 22:45. 45. Yeah. So let's see how long that will take. I am starting my miners just now. And I will be aligning out to the exit. Or maybe not to the exit, but to something else. Okay, ship is aligned. I should be easily able to reach that. So 15 minutes left for the giveaway. And then we are giving away the next skin. Time to jump into bed and stick some Netflix on. Good luck. Thank you, Delboy. You already did me great with that wormhole that you found. So have a good night and see you next time. Oh, Stuffle is trying to win his own skin back. It's always funny seeing that. May as well. It's a nice skin. Yeah, it is a nice skin. You're totally right with that. So this ore here should return tritanium, isogen, and megasite. Hey, thank you, Rakus. And welcome to the crew. So let's see how long it takes to fill a full venture with that stuff here. I'm not sure whether I have all the maxed. I could technically inject myself into mining frigate 4. That would give me another... what is this giving? It's giving me yield. So if I would inject myself into mining frigate 4, I could get more yield. Probably not the worst idea. So let's do that. Let's just inject myself. That's 67,000 skill points.
Skill training completed.
An extra 5%. Yeah, okay, then I for sure will do that. Are there any more skills regarding mining yield that I should know of? I think I've got mining to 4 and I got mining frigates to 4 now. Mining upgrades does not give me a benefit. That's why I put them down. It's just the penalty. So technically, I don't even need those. I can just stick them at the end of the line. Because it's just giving me... I think this is just giving me less capacitor problems. And CPU problems. So I don't think I really need those mining upgrades right now. I could be wrong, but I think there are more important skills to train right now. Especially the shield and light missile skills. So that's why I have them on. And probably projectile turret I should learn before that. Oh, I already have that. Okay, nice. Reprocessing gives better yield when you convert the ore. Oh. I do have reprocessing to 3 at the moment. The thing is that this is the limit that an alpha can train. And since I'm not sure I will be able to, like, sustain Omega, I thought I would rather not train a lot into skills that I might lose in the future, you know? So that's why I have reprocessing at 3. That's at least my thought process behind that. But Pochven looks a little bit like Eve Frontier, to be honest. Like, everything is red, everything is foggy. That kind of looks like Eve Frontier. Fair enough. I would personally go for reprocessing. Even only on your Omega time saves you loads of work. Okay. So you would say 3% to bonus to ore and ice processing per level. Then just stick it in here. So I will be training that 3 days. I might inject this one if I need to reprocess the ore, because I think it's more important to train like the shield skills and stuff like that. But I'll see. I'll just put them here in the queue and then we'll see. Is there a skill book for that? No. Because I think that one would be also nice. Like if we go for reprocessing 5, I'd also might go for scrap metal reprocessing, because this gives me a bonus for module reprocessing, which is like the most of the reprocessing that I do. I did heavily skill into mining and reprocessing, and I find that was a very good decision into going into Tech 2. So what skills would you suggest learning then, Sege, since you seem to be very experienced in that? So I have mining at 4, and I also have mining frigates at 4. Since I won't use barges anytime soon, I think that is good. But maybe there are other skills which I'm not aware of. Also at reprocessing 4, you can get reprocessing efficiency skill 2, which gives an extra 2% per level. Reprocessing efficiency. Oh, yeah, right. So just one more level for reprocessing, and then I could get reprocessing efficiency. I've never thought about getting these skills. Like, they could have saved me so much time and minerals if I just thought about learning these earlier. So I guess, say, you're currently writing down a list. Ah, come on. Stop flickering my screen. It's always doing that. It's so annoying. Okay, and then I guess we have a laser show going on here. I hope you're not epileptic. Definitely mining and mining frigates and ice mining, probably deep core mining for mercoxide. Only for being able to do that. You don't need much of that. Yeah, I'm still missing a bit of morphite, but not that much. Let me see. So, ice harvesting. Skid at harvesting ice. Required for ice mining lasers. Okay, so those would benefit the ice mining lasers as well. So you would say I should train into ice harvesting, but this will only help me once I have the endurance, right? So that's not like a top priority right now, so I can just stick them at the end somewhere. Like here, for example. Because before I have an endurance, I don't have an ice mining laser. That means I won't be using any kind of ice harvesting laser. And deep core mining, you said. Oh, I did have the skill book for that. So yeah, I might just train that. But I'm missing something. Not sure what it is. Let me see. Deep core mining. Which skill am I missing? Oh, that was the reason I did not do that yet. It needs astrogeology. Reprocessing efficiency and reprocessing are great. Reprocessing splits up a tons of different skills for each asteroid type, and salvage and ice, etc. Then there's kinda your call which ones you need and if it's even worth it to waste your Omega time in specializing there. Yeah, at the moment, I think there's no point in specializing. I might do that when I go for the curse. But at the moment, I think when going for the endurance, I really don't need that. But maybe just take one level of astrogeology. I hope that's enough. And then deep core mining. Because I will need some more fight. I might as well be able to get this from some of the Tech 2 modules, which I was able to secure myself so far. But other than that, mining mercoxide is my only possible answer to getting more fight somehow. 5 more minutes for the giveaway, by the way. Getting into mercoxide mining is a pretty steep skill requirement. Don't stress that. Just be aware you probably need that eventually. Also with your combat probes, T2 drones might give some more fight. Yeah, that's also a great thing. I have my combat probes now. The only issue, I don't know which ship you are using, Sege, for combat probes, but I found out I'm not able to do that with like my Venture. I'm also not able to do that with my Executioner. I'm also not able to do that with my Punisher. So the only ship that is able to do that so far was my Arbitrator. Haven't tried it with the Magnate yet because the Magnate was destroyed at that point. And while we're talking about industry, I totally forgot to reset my planetary industry today. So let's restart the extraction. I use probes with Magnate and Dragoon. Oh, I haven't tried it with the Destroyer yet. Not sure whether it's the same for the Coercer. It could totally be that, or if it's not like that. So Sege, since you were missing in the last streams, if you look here, I have now completely set up the PI that I wanted to have. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets, all for extraction. And then I have one factory planet where I'm putting all the stuff together. And what I'm doing here, I'm getting every kind of module which I need for Tech 2 production for the fuel blocks. But I also have every component from PI that I need for producing my own nanite paste. That's way more involved PI than I ever did. Yeah. I can show you like my Excel if you're interested in that. I did like a whole Excel spreadsheet about the allocation, what goes on which planet and stuff like that. And I also had a little bit of help regarding the layouts. For example, no, not this one. The factory layout. I did not create this one myself. That one was created for me. So I shout out to Caroline Aya. Let me give her a shout out. Caroline Aya. She's a really great streamer, so also worth a follow. And she did this layout here together with her boyfriend. And I've not yet used it, but I'm so excited to finally get this one to use. Because I have 3 different launch pads, all having like one type of material in it, which then all goes into all of these factories, producing the stuff that I need. So far, we're still in the extraction phase. So for example, here, the launch pad is like not even 50% full. I think once the launch pads are about 50% full, I will start getting the stuff from the extraction planets and moving it to the factory planet. By the way, also a shout out to Loru, because Loru did a lot of great PI videos. You probably know Loru, but I will shout him out nonetheless. I have to wait 32 seconds until I will be able to do another shout out. How much more cargo space do you have to fill? About a little bit less than 400 cubic meters. So I think after this cycle, it might be finished. We will see. And we will draw the winner now for the giveaway. So I wish you all a lot of luck. Let's see who is the lucky winner today. Okay, now it's rigged. You can't tell me that Alchemist won 3 times in a row. I think I have to talk with Cephis here. Something is odd. Since you won so much, Alchemist, would it be fine for you to have me redraw it? Because I also want to give like other people chances to winning, and you and you won like 3 times in a row now. I would rather have to have more different winners. That's fine with you. Okay, thank you for being so kind. So let's redraw. I will laugh out my ass if if you're the next winner. Okay, and the next winner is the Welsh Delboy. But I think Delboy went to bed. Hey, Slim Monkey. Welcome. So I am currently in Pochven mining ore. However, this is AFKing. Belt retting is more involved. That's right. I'd say depending on spawns and drops with gun mining, you'd be easily done now. Okay. So it's just a few minutes difference. And thank you for the shout out for Slim Monkey. Also, the ore mentioned would be 50% more yield. Yeah, the ore here has 50% more yield. That's right. So let's warp to the station again. So here's Slim Monkey. I got 1 venture full of telesonite, and now I have another venture full of bets done Nasine. So since Delboy is not here, I will redraw the winner once more. Wombat, I'm going to start my own thing today. Just because of you. Come on, Stuffle. Okay, Stuffle has won his own skin back. Did you fill your main cargo with ore too? No, I haven't filled my main cargo. I don't think that's even possible. But my own cargo only has like 50 cubic meters. So that's not really possible. Okay, so Stoffel, fair game. You are winning your own skin back. So let me see. Ramiel. Luminar Polaris. I have only exact phrase. Why it's only always showing? But I think you're the one with the white suit, if I remember it correctly. Yeah, this is you. Okay, next one. And here you go, Stoffel. So let me see. Why is it pinning up random comments? It's so annoying. Have fun, monkey. And if you want your comrades to, on your journey, feel free to apply to our corp. There's nothing happening in there at the moment. Yeah, Slim Monkey, if you are searching for a corporation which has 0 taxes, so you can just live a tax-free life, as Elara is doing it at the moment, feel free to join our corporation. I mean, that's kind of funny to like appraise your corporation for being inactive, but technically this is still a big benefit if you're doing an Ironman challenge yourself. So Slim Monkey, have you decided on what kind of stuff you want to do in your own Ironman challenge? Let me get the next skin. So the next skin I'm giving away today will be the Brutix Police skin. Start giveaway. Brutix Police skin. So I will show you again how it looks like. So this is the skin. If you want to win yourself a Brutix Police skin, please be sure to enter. Send a replacement skin. Oh. Now I'm interested. What skin have you sent? A Retribution Malagran Marshlight skin. Ah, okay. I'll take that. Thank you. I mean, our tools we built for Ironman and Cruising Life still work and are very handy to have. Yeah, that's right. Like the moon sheet, which I'm currently filling with data. The only thing I was very surprised, Sege, is that how long it actually takes to get these moons to pop. Because I found moons that are like only a couple of 100 kilometers away, and they will say to me that they will like pop in mid of September. If I measure the velocity. And I did this like 3 or 4 times now. So there are like multiple measure points at that point. At that point, yeah. Yeah, moon chunks move slow. So we have Telesinoid, we have Betisonisin. There should be a third ore, which I want to go for as well. It's Recanovine. It's that one here. So let's go for Recanovine. Full pull time on a moon is something like 55 days. Oh, interesting. And hey, Battle Bluebird, how are you doing? It varies on the pull time the moon is set to. I believe most moons are set to take the max duration, which is something like 2.5 months. Wombat, is it okay if I post my limitations? Yeah, sure, go for it. I'm interested in like what kind of restriction you set for your own. No buying from the player market. May sell to it, but only in Minmatar space. Okay. Allowed items you may buy from NPC stations, mission rewards, and public contracts. No private contracts. If lore consistent. Production only. All ships and modules, ammo, rigs, and trade goods must be built, looted, or earned by you. Trade restrictions. No direct trades or gifts from other players. Any donations but one of each skin must be donated as prizes on stream. Okay. One thing which is a little bit confusing for me is you said that you would allow yourself public contracts. So if a player is selling a specific item but does not have it on private but as a public contract, you would allow yourself to buy that thing. Is that right? Because that line kinda got me confused. Yep, I can buy it. Okay. So you are having like you're having a lot less market restrictions, so you are able to sell to the market and also buy from the market, but only from like public contracts. So technically it's market. But you are restricting yourself, for example, that you say you can only do it in Minmatar space. Okay, I see. The only thing that I maybe would say, take it as a suggestion maybe, that your rule set is like very complicated, and I feel like the simpler your rule set is, the easier it is for people to understand. So I have like my rule set, I only allow myself stuff that I've bought myself or built myself, and that's all. And like not using the player market includes that basically. So, you know, so I have like only this one single line that completes my whole rule set. And I don't want you to like only do one line. Don't get me wrong. But I think if you want to have this like in your chat commands in Twitch to show for your viewers, you should maybe summarize it a little bit more. Because I think this wall of text is a little bit too daunting if it's posted into chat. So that would be like the only suggestion I would give to you. Good feedback. Okay. Great.
Skill training completed.
Okay, got astrogeology now. I should be able to learn deep core mining now. Maybe just the first level. Resource processing, deep core mining. Nope, still not. Do I need level 5 in astrogeology or deep core mining? Because if that is the case, yeah, it is. Okay, and mining 4 as well, mining 5 as well. So I will do that at the very, very end of my queue. Might as well move it back. Holy shit. But what I'm doing is in my bio. Okay. Ashkar Rahi, I believe it is, or Rahil, was once the lead engineer for a respected Minmatar Industrial Corp, supplying the Tribal Liberation Force. But his philosophy, sell to anyone willing to fight the Amar or the Angel Cartel, no questions asked, clashed with the Corp's rigid loyalty protocols. When he began selling weapons to outlaw factions, pirate militias, and even rogue Galantis cells, he was branded a liability and cast out. Okay. Yeah. The only thing that I would say is like your bio, usually your Twitch viewers won't read your bio, right? I'm not sure whether you guys all have read the bio of Elara Virel, so I would say no. So that's why I think, hey WarpingWombat, it's best to turn your AB off so you can get into warp faster if someone comes along to shoot you. Thank you for the advice, Battle Bluebird. I will gladly take that. Told you deep core mining needs a lot of skill points. Yes, it indeed needs a lot of skill points. I didn't expect that it would need astrogeology to 5 and mining to 5. So let's put resource processing, mining to 5 at the end here. And also, what was it? What was that skill? Astrogeology. Mining 5 and astrogeology. So I can finally learn deep core mining. Mercoxid is also dangerous. That is true, but it's the only way to get more fight if you don't reprocess Tech 2 stuff. So I will either need to go for Mercoxide mining, or I will have to reprocess Tech 2 stuff. Oh, I just saw that 10% reduction per skill level to a chance of a damage cloud forming while mining Mercoxid. So will a damage cloud spawn when I mine Mercoxid? That's interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, someone just bought one of my Baba skin creations. Happy days. Hey, Stoffel, nice. Congratulations on that one. Could you like send me the skin in chat so I could share how it looks like? If it's like not too private for you. Because I would like to see how your skin creation is looking. I just had a thunder chicken one. One thought about your rules. I have allowing to sell everything on market makes getting ISK pretty easy. The ISK grind is a pretty strong progress barrier, and one lucky drop can negate that basically entirely. Yeah, that's true. But for example, Sege, currently my progress goal roadmap, if you would call it like that, is I want to get my endurance. Once I have my endurance, I also want to have my battle cruiser, just to have like a ship to be able to grind a little bit of ISK. Then I want to build myself a curse. And after I have the curse, I will either go for a sacrilege or I will go for a what else? But at the end of this, I want to try myself at a paladin. And the paladin, the only real issue is the blueprint cost for the apocalypse. And I'm still not sure if I really want to grind myself through bells until I have 1.2 billion ISK. I might rather do something else, for example, abyssals, because that's way easier ISK than just killing the rats all the time. So I can understand that people want to like shorten the grind, because that's the unfun part of the challenge. I do like ice mining, I do like doing the mining and PI and moon mining stuff and all that. But grinding countless hours just for getting 5 million ISK at the end is like not that funny. Yeah, but where I am not buying from the market is nothing to really expect on contracts. But where I can only sell in Minmatar space, so I can't go to GDOP44 to get items. Okay, so you can only sell basically in Hack and like the, what is the other trade hub? Hack and Rens, right? In-game channel. Thank you, Stoffel, for reminding me. So this is the skin that Stoffel made. Oh. A bronze Barbaroga. Very interesting color combination. I think that would be a skin that Caroline would dig. I think Caroline would love that skin. Because since she's colorblind, skins that are like red and green and black are not really that nice for her, for the eyes. So I believe that skin is something she would enjoy. Wait a second. Something is... Can that go away? I'm currently planning my second run, which will allow selling to the market, but I'm only allowed to sell produced stuff to limit that. And also only in low sec. I do understand that the ISK grind is very rough, and I am all for shortening that. Yeah. So since I've never said I would not sell to the market, I'm just like not doing it at the moment. I might do that in the future as a plan B. So if I don't find a good ISK income, which for the moment, I will try to go into wormholes and do class 2 wormhole combat sites. So that is one of my next goals. It was just a random creation that Skinner came up with. Was an experiment to see if it would sell. Okay, that's even funnier. Sega being the tune is a weapons and ship dealers only would be selling those items. In my first run with the strict rule set, I got plenty of drops which would allow me to buy all of I'd ever want if I sold that. And that's just not fun for me personally. Yeah, I can understand that. I also got like 1 or 2 nice drops. So Sega at the moment, since I think I haven't told you that yet, I have a plan of building this arbitrator here. That's why I'm currently learning all the skills for missiles and shields. And I will go into a class 2 wormhole and I will try out combat sites in class 2 wormhole. Because if I will be able to do that, that would be a nice income totaling about 15 million per combat site, which I do. Which is like way more than I will currently get for like doing combat sites and belt ratting. What about if it's not a Tech 1 or Tech 2? It can only be sold if reprocessed. So no faction selling. I think I kind of lost it, to be honest. So you would allow yourself to not sell faction items, but only Tech 1 and Tech 2. To like prevent yourself from getting insanely high ISK values on drops, which would like impact your challenge. Is that right? We are working out our way to sell items without getting the grinder super fast. Yeah. The thing that I can say is if you never done Ironman before, I would not go into it with a very restrictive rule set. I would start with a rule set which is restrictive, but has enough open things, like enough flexibility for you to keep it doing for a long time. Because people totally overestimate how hard the grind in an Ironman challenge is. Like they say, okay, that looks like fun and that looks like easy, and then you start farming with a Corvette until you are in a frigate and you see, oh shit, I can't get like any modules, I can't get a destroyer because I need to grind the ISK for the destroyer, and then you need to grind the ISK for the cruiser, and then it goes on and on and on. Corvette is the hardest part of the whole run. Really? I've found the part from the cruiser, from the destroyer to the cruiser, the hardest part. That took like so long. One of the easier ISK resources are the chips from the ghost sites. Those are easy to get once you get there and sell good as they are needed for capitals. I've never did a ghost site yet, so I have no clue how to do those. Maybe I'll come across one of those in the future. The allowance I made was that I could sell any finished product I produce and any rare drops I may find that I cannot use or reprocess. I like that, Corbin. Yeah. I think, Corbinik, your rule set is like similar to what Sege said, that he only allows him selling produced stuff, but not stuff that dropped from rats. So only stuff that he produced himself. I figured it was a nice compromise to make some extra ISK. Yeah, sure. Yeah, basically I want to do that, but not selling drops. I see. Yeah, I think the first 20 episodes of Elara's journey were like all about just grinding ISK in belts and grinding ISK in combat sites. And I've only recently, like, since I started Project Endurance, I went into ice mining, I went into PI. By the way, are you all playing your Ironman characters on an Omega or a Alpha account? And I guess you're all starting fresh, so Alpha. Okay. Yeah. So same for me. I think that makes the challenge harder. But I think that's like more natural. If you start out with Omega, you have like so many possibilities just from day one. You could immediately go and set up PI, for example. Was Alpha first, then 2 to 3 weeks, then Omega. Okay. Yeah, I waited, or basically I not waited. I got Omega gifted after I got to 5 million skill points. So after my skills queue stopped training, I got gifted Omega for 1 month. And that's where I'm currently at. And now I got Omega for a 2nd month. So I have like a total of 60 days now, which I'm Omega. And that's where I'm trying to get my endurance build. I hope that I will be able to do it in that time span. I was thinking about only can sell by contacts, but I think that would be too hard. Sell by contracts. Now I see what you mean. I mean, you could try that. The hardest part for me was figuring out my progression. I thought I would just farm for the Navy ships and build them from the BP copy, but it looks like they all require PI to produce. Yes, exactly. All the Navy and the pirate faction ships require PI for some of the resonators, I believe it is. Let me see. Healer, for example. So if you want to build a healer, you will have to get the minerals, and then you need the life support backup units, for example. And for those, you need test cultures, and those come from PI. And you also need reactions, and reactions require moon minerals. So you will have to go and get carbon fiber, hydrocarbons, evaporite deposits, and fuel blocks. So ice mining is also involved. So as soon as you go Navy, you basically have ice mining, PI, moon mining, so all the good stuff.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, we'll have to change over to Omega at some point just for the PI part. But that will be down the road, and by then I will know fully want to come back to EVE Online. Right now it's a test run. Yeah, okay, then if it's a test run, then of course go Alpha. Like, don't spend any money if you don't know whether you want to continue doing that on full time. Because then you can also pause and come back at any moment if you want, by not losing out on anything. So we got our third batch of ore. So now we have 3 of the 4 ores that are in Pochven, I believe. The one that Segede mentioned earlier was not under them. And it's perfect because it's now the time for drawing the winner for the giveaway. So the winner for the current giveaway is Normal 69, 96. No, 69. Congratulations, Normal. You got yourself a Brutix police skin. So now you can cosplay as a police officer. Let me create the contract for you. So here you go. So next skin. The thing I'm currently thinking about is how long should I continue doing that mining? I think we have a total of 150,000 titanium right now. To be honest, that's not that much. Like, if I go and reprocess all of the minerals, I think that's not that much, to be honest. So I would say maybe how much do I need for a coercer? Coercer. Let me find that one out. Sadly, it will be gone in no time. Okay, so I would have enough for building the coercer with the titanium from these. Or I could use my coercer, which I already have, and go down to Syndicate and try redding some of those. But I do have a lot of minerals already in form of modules. So maybe maybe I should risk getting some of those stuff back. So Sege, if you like could lend me your eye one, like in the next days, I might be able, if you scout for me, to bring my stuff back to Parto. That would be lovely. Not looking forward to getting the BPOs for ammo and drones. To be honest, the BPOs for ammo and drones are quite cheap. You should worry about the ships. Those are the stuff that is really expensive. And also probes. Scanner probes are quite expensive, if I remember correctly. So let's have a look on my notepad here. So we got into Pochven and we mined Reykjavik. So current side goal is completed. The cruiser was the hardest one for me to get. Exactly, Corbinik. That was exactly what I said earlier. The hardest part for me was the one where you had the destroyer and the way from the destroyer to the cruiser. That was the hardest part so far. And now getting to the battle cruiser is the hardest part. But so far until now, the cruiser was definitely the hardest one. Sadly, I own them already, but will not be able to use them. Ah, I see. Got a dentist appointment though. Might be knocked out by pain. Okay, yeah, no worries. I'm just planning like to get all my stuff from Syndicate up to Parto, but probably doing that on stream is not the best idea. So let's think about another side goal. So we got the Reykjavik. Mine ore in Pochven is completed then. So I'm still searching for abyssal sites. That is one thing. Doing a C2 Omega goals, mine moon ore. We got the isotopes, so all of those are finished now. You see, finished, 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 and finished. And redoing PI is also finished. I don't need that one anymore. Cruiser takes quite some time, but at that point I went for scanning, Frick, and Venture as well. So once I got my destroyer, I worked on multiple things and made ISK at the side. Exactly, that's how I do it at the moment. So if I feel like it, I will do like belt ratting and get some ISK from bounties. But at the moment, I'm like mining, for example. So I'm not grinding all the time. So if I take out all the ore and reprocess it at the same time. Wait, am I in the wrong station? I believe it is the wrong station. Because nothing is in the item hangar. I believe I'm in the wrong station here. Let me see. I am in Briarbeer. Yeah, that is the wrong station indeed. That one's the right one. So what is your end goal? Do you have a win scenario? I don't have a win scenario. I will just do this as long as I have fun. Maybe I will build a capital ship one day, maybe not. Like, building a capital would be really cool, but not sure if that's even possible.
Docking permission requested. Docking request.
Mine would be Minmatar faction warfare. Also, for example, I use a Dragoon for exploration, where I let my drones do a combat site while I scan signatures for sites I'm interested in. Yeah, I think you told me that. Maybe I should get, maybe I should finally get myself a Dragoon. Because so far I've always been like ratting, and I think maybe using a Dragoon. What is the limit on the Dragoon? Like, would I be able to do 3 out of 10s with that? Or is 2 out of 10s the max? Good ISK in the Ironman series. Yeah, of course. I know what you mean. So let me see what the next skin could be that I would be giving away. And I think... What do we have here? A Brawler, a Punisher, a Retribution. A Squall. And a Venture. Oh, interesting. Since I am flying out with a Venture, I think I'm giving away a Venture skin. So, Venture Equinox Era skin. So this is the next skin. Let me show you how it looks like. So this would be the skin I'm giving away right now. It's one of the better looking Venture skins, I think. I also have that. Currently I'm using the Radioactive Reclamation skin because I like that a lot. Let me see what you wrote there. It was scrolled out of the window. Three out of 10 is doable. 4 out of 10 BR is trivial. What the hell is BR? What do you mean with that? Like that one, I'm a sucker for green skins and rust. BR is Blood Raiders. Ah, okay. That's what you meant. I see. So that would be a total of 200,000 titanium. I believe I could have gotten that faster through loot. Contracted you a skin earlier, a little different. It's for a pod, not a ship. Oh. I haven't seen that. Let me see. Let me see, Gobrick. Maybe I accidentally accepted it and did not realize it. So capsule skin. No? How was it called, Gobrick? Or is this the one? Oh, it's that one. That one is the one you sent me. I accept this. Capsuleer. Let me put your contract. Let me add you as a contact as well. So, I will have a look at it. Capsule. Day. Okay, it's not showing up in my stuff yet. We'll have to wait a second. Questions. Do they still have the gold pod implants? I can't answer that question, sadly. So... I'm still thinking about a new side goal. I think after we have the ice now, and we're currently working on the moon mining in the background. The only thing that would be reasonable is to go for ISK. So I think a reasonable goal would be to reach 400 million. So let's put that as a new side goal. So you get a gold pod if you have specific implants in your clone. Is it like that? Or how would that work? Yes, but it's account-wide. Okay, but you would still have to have it in your clone. So while you're flying around in your capsule, that implant has to be inside your clone. It's the only implant that you don't lose if you're podded. Oh, okay. Did not know that. Maybe I have to get one of those someday. Because I don't know what it is, but I really like capsule skins. So you got me this one here. Let me see. Capsuleer Elite. Ah, that also looks pretty nice. Currently I have this one here. I really like the red and white one. I also like this one here. Roho. Also interesting. Red capsule. Oh, that one is shiny. I like the orange one here. Way more than the black one. So I must admit there are a lot of cool capsule skins. So capsule skins are pretty nice. I have the red one you were just on. Oh, nice. So you're also digging capsule skins. Let me just drop off everything in this system here. And then I'll take my venture back because I need it for moon mining. And I think then it would be a good time to go and get myself into a ratting ship and maybe even start building a dragoon like Sege advised me to do. And not sure if I'm able to do that today, but maybe next time I will be able to do some combat sites. So I think we're back on the ISK grind now. So let's see. Where is Parto? Because honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed from the Pochven ore. I thought it would give like way more tritanium than I have. But for what it is good, it's Noxium and Megasite. So that is the reason why I would be going for Pochven and mining there. But I think that is a lot more fun with other people. So next time I will go to Pochven, it will most likely be in a fleet with others. You send it to me. Genolution Auroral AU79. Oh yeah, it's slot 79, so it's a different implant slot.
Warp drive active.
So there's one contract in JITA for 28.5 billion AU79 implant. Mark my word, one day I will have this stupid implant. One day. Not sure how, but one day I will have that. Because I like the idea of having a special implant that is not lost when you get potted.
Warp drive active.
Wait, there are some on the market in JITA. I think I haven't selected the skin yet, right? So let's go for the skin. Oh no, I have selected it. It was the Venture Equinox Era. So let me put use exclamation mark by note. Enter giveaway in chat again. So I can pin it. Oh, not by much. So it really is a expensive one.
Warp drive active.
So while I'm on the way back, maybe get the Dragoon blueprint. So Dragoon blueprint, I guess it's probably being sold in Pashanai, because a lot of the ships that I got so far, I always had to get the blueprint from Pashanai. So that's why I think that it's most likely there. Just let me double check that I don't have the Dragoon yet. Oh, Dragoon. No, I don't have the Dragoon yet. But with having the Dragoon, that means I will be also able to use Dragoon skins now. Have to go to a Mars space for that blueprint. Yeah, but since I'm living in a Mars space, that should not be a problem. Like, I will go through... in 1-2 systems, I will be in a Mars space. I have 3 of them. Been toying with selling them, but people kept relisting them pretty often, as the price costs too much to do the market PvP, to be honest. Yes, Toffel, like I said, maybe in the future I will have one. Because I really like the idea of having a special capsule implant that makes you special. So someday, maybe we can talk. If I'm able to build my own capital ship, I probably also will be able to afford this. But like I said, that will be way, way, way in the future.
Warp drive active.
Gold pot is definitely a status item. Yeah. I like special things, like stuff that is special apparels, special like outfits, sunglasses, whatever. That you can't get everywhere. I really dig those items. I don't know why it's like that, but that's why I also like the special skins, because like not everyone can get this skin, because it was specifically made for me. So that's why I really like skins that are made just for myself. So I can feel special. So 8 minutes until the giveaway is over and we will draw the winner. Wait a second. I just did a very stupid mistake. Did I really warp away, not taking any ore with me? I think I did. How much jumps? 8 jumps. Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, but I think I'm going back. Like, warping all the way back to Parto without taking ore with me is like one of the stupidest things. 1 day and 14 hours for your next skin. I will be waiting and I will be very excited, Stuffle. Thank you again for making this possible for me.
Warp drive active.
How about leaving a wormhole and not bookmarking it? Now you're mocking me, Slim Monkey. Because I did that again today. I went into Pochven and forgot to bookmark the exit. My pleasure. But let's go back.
Warp drive active.
I will take one of those ores with me, and the rest I will have to get by. I will have to get by getting myself a transport ship up here. But you know what I did, which I haven't done in the recent days or weeks. I will go back to Parto. We will start the production of a new Dragoon, and after that, I think it's drug selling time again. So we are going to cosplay as a drug smuggling criminal, and we're trying to get ourselves a cut by smuggling goods in the Mars space. So, what is my stream site title saying, by the way? It's Pochven mining. So Pochven mining is over. I don't think there's much benefit of going in there again. I'm pretty happy I got this on my bucket list now. So Pochven mining is something I was able to strike off. So next thing I'm going to be doing is drug trafficking. Can I say that like that? Or will I get into trouble? I think that should be possible. I will try it. Okay. So we're almost back in Brybeer. And to get the ore, I have mined in Pochven. And as soon as I have the ore, I can finally go home again. At least we're flying an Adventure, which is a lot more slim and agile than my transport ship. Like, holy hell, I would have not returned if that was my transport ship. By the way, what are your current goals at the moment? I mean, you see me all the time checking off goals of my bucket list and like thinking about new things. What is the stuff that you are currently trying to accomplish in EVE? I mean, you gotta have some goal, right? Otherwise, you don't have any motivation to play EVE, because it's a sandbox game. So what is the thing that you want to achieve? My goal is to figure out what my goal is. Get a Hurricane BPO and produce one. Oh, nice. So you're also working on a battlecruiser right now. How far are you into the BPO? Very far. So maybe when you say very far, that means for me you're very close to completing that thing. But I think you meant something different, right? Trying to read for better modules and money to get it. Other way around. Okay, yeah. So, how expensive is the Hurricane then? Let me see. Can I see that here? Hurricane. Hurricane blueprint. Only from players. Is it also around 585 million? Or what is the price for your hurricane?
Docking request accepted. Docking permission requested.
1 minute left for the giveaway. Hey, time for bed. 07 all. Yeah, thank you, Gorbrick, for hanging around. I really enjoyed that. And I wish you a good night and see you next time. Year 565 million. Working towards a Naglfar fleet issue. Oh, Stoffel wants to get himself into a capital ship. Interesting. But shouldn't you just be able to like buy that thing off the market immediately with your kind of capital, Stoffel? Like you could even get the ship that the Nyx. You could even get yourself a Nyx without blinking an eye, I would believe.
Warp drive active.
Or what is involved if you want to work towards a Naglfar? And what kind of ship is a Naglfar? Let me see. It's a dreadnought. Okay, so it's a Navy dreadnought. Oh yeah, buying one isn't the issue. I'm maxing out the skills before I get it. Ah, okay, so you're training the skills. But one question, Stoffel. Just technically, wouldn't you be able to just inject all the skills you need by using ISK?
Drive active.
Like, I have no clue how much ISK you would have to spend to get all the skills there are in the game. But with the sheer amount of wealth, I think skills are also not a problem anymore. So let's draw the winner for the Venture giveaway. And the lucky winner this time is Sege. Oh, congratulations, Sege. You got yourself a Venture skin. I have that ship. Yeah.
Warp drive active.
I got 14 million free SP, so I could inject into it if it was in a rush. So could you please give me your IGN, Sege, or I could also get it from the corporation. But I think it's easier if you just write it in chat and then it's also documented that you got it. Are skins character bound? I think as soon as you claim them, they are character bound. Once you load them, yes. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Warp drive active.
But you can trade them on another toon. Yeah, exactly. But as soon as he activates the license, then send to my new one CTO Sege. Okay, let me copy that. I will see if I can find this. So CTO Sega, this one. I see. Found it. Should be in Corp. So congrats on winning the giveaway then. And here you go. Have fun with your Venture Equinox Era skin. So you now got a skin that you actually have a ship for. So let's see. Corvette to Orca. Yes. So to like promote you a little bit, Sega is going to start a Corvette to Orca challenge. But not sure if he's like uploading any videos on that or planning to stream it. So let me see. Skin. Well, Wombat, it has been fun. I have to run. Sure, Slim Monkey. It was a great time that with you sticking around. And I hope that you had fun. And I wish you a good night and see you next time. Planning to stream, but currently too lazy to set it up. Yeah, okay. I get that. Take care, fly safe, and hope I don't pop you at some point. We see us on the battlefield. Maybe you can help me on that. Yeah, I think that should be possible.
Warp drive active.
Like depending on how advanced you want the setup to be, it's either easy or non-easy. Well, I'm in Min, so that hates Amar Empire. Yeah, sure. And I will, of course, be somewhere in the future. I will need to go and get more faction points in Amar Faction Warfare. So we might see us in the battlefield. So let's give away a Prowler skin. I don't know what a Prowler is, but I will find it out in a moment. Start giveaway. Prowler. Prowler Gull Net skin. Okay, so this is the Prowler skin that I'm going to be giving away. Oh, it's a transport ship. It's a Minmatar transport ship. So sadly, Slim Monkey just left us. This skin might have been possible for him to get. So if you want that skin, be sure. Oh, that's cool. Look in the middle here. We have like disco balls. That looks funny. Finally one with one of my colors. You mean because of the pink here? That pink is close enough to purple. Yeah? I think I know what you mean. If I get it, I will trade you, Sega. There are not enough purple skins. You know what, Sega? There is an easy solution for that now. We just need to find a purple skin. For example, this one. Or this one. Like I said, there are purple skins in the game now. Since with since with the Skinner tool, it's so easy to set them up. So this is also a gradient similar to the one that I made with my arbitrator. So now I need to keep an eye out for a Dragoon blueprint. 9 million, holy shit. I wasn't expecting it to be such expensive. But I will go for it. Damn, those are neat. Yeah. There is somewhere also an option to filter skins, but I haven't found it yet. I know that someone showed it to me, but I forgot to do that. How to do that. I think you would click somewhere and then you would be able to filter. Hey, Grace and Truth. Welcome. How is it going? I'm doing fine. I've completed mining in Pochven today. So I got that one on my bucket list, and now the next goal is just going for ISK. So I finally will be able to get closer to that battle cruiser, since ice mining is now done and moon mining is like nothing I could really focus on. So it's just something that happens behind the scenes. I just have to wait until certain moons pop. Kind of weird that you go for the battle cruiser already, but find 9 million expensive. Yeah, I mean 9 million is expensive because that's 9 million that I have less to go for the battle cruiser. So that's my thinking behind that. Currently I'm sitting at 332 million ISK. So taking 9 million off that means I would only have 320 million ISK. So how was your day, Grace and Truth? What have you been up to?
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So let's get it. Buy the blueprint. Do I have a Dragoon skin? Dragoon fitting? That is the question. Let me see. Hulls and fits. Dragoon. Does this one look like familiar to the one that you're using, Sega? Or could you shoot me over a Dragoon fitting in Corp chat? Not sure how fast you make your ISK, but 9 million is something I just didn't care about in the end. Still learning. Doing some trades today and setting up PI. Oh, great. You also were setting up PI. What are you going for in your PI setup? What are the products that you're focusing on? I can drop you my Dragoon fit. It does a pretty different thing. If it works, I'll try it out. But you said you were scanning, so this one has a scanner and it also has DPS, so technically I would say this should do the job. Do you need a skin for a Dragoon? Yes, I would need a skin for a Dragoon, Stuffle. You have a good eye. No idea, just starting with toxic metals. It does a job. Mine does a different job. Then just send me yours and I will take a look and see whether I can use it or I have to adjust. So let me see what skins are there for Dragoon. Need to patch. Give me a second. Yeah, sure. Do that. I just want to see for a moment what skins are available for the Dragoon. I can use that time to fly back to Parto. So we have this one, our Combine Horizon. Do you want to create one yourself, Sege, or do you have like so much Dragoon skins lying around that you don't know what to do with them? Okay, this one, Exoplanets Hunter. Imperial Jubilee. Ironblood. Planet. Okay. Birdie of the Throne. Oh, holy shit. There is a Sanguinary Savant skin for that ship. But I guess that one is pretty expensive. Tashmerkan and War Reserves Lieutenant. I have a few, yes. Okay, so unfortunately, none of the skins really caught my eye except this one, but I guess this one is pretty expensive. And maybe the Combine Horizon. Other than that, those look pretty bland. Sadly. Those are the only ones that caught my eye. Let me have a look in Skinner for the moment, maybe. Einhorn Brigade. Let me see. Ah, dang it. I'm short on CPU on that one. Seems I'm missing something. Enjoy. Let me see. What have you sent me? Holy shit. Thank you so much, Stoffel. I will be flying in style now. I will take that skin very close to my heart. So I will be building the Dragoon today. And next time we are going on DED hunting missions. That Dragoon is intended to jump low-sec wormholes and just run whatever sites it finds. So you're doing wormhole sites with that, like not the sleeper sites, but the faction combat sites that are in wormholes. Or do you mean jumping through wormholes into other low-sec systems? No, not wormhole sites. I jump wormholes which lead to other low-sec systems. Ah, okay, got it. But I am missing CPUs somehow, so I'm not sure where I'm missing skills. I do have an idea. Let me see. I think it was weapon upgrades. Knowledge of CPU reduction of weapon turrets. Let me inject this one. Well, I don't need to inject it right now. I could also just put it at the top of the queue. Because I'm not streaming on Mondays, so that means in the next stream I probably will be able to fly that thing. But with good skills and modules, that also runs C1 relic sites. That's pretty intense and needs good piloting, though. Okay, I can totally understand that. I at least want to get this produced. I have the slight feeling that I don't have enough resources for building those. The rest of the stuff should be not a problem at all. Okay, we are back in our low sec pocket, so now it's just a matter of jumping back to the system. Oh, Dixie, Jida. Wait. I'm sure I jumped over a system where I would still have stuff lying around. Hope you make it back. I think I'll make it back. But Slim Monkey, weren't you about to sleep? I mean, great to have you here again. But I remember you saying that you had to go away now. Because I got my Dragoon blueprint now. I was leaving, but you dropped a minute. You dropped a Minmatar ship skin. Ah, so you saw that. Okay. So I will be doing the draw for that in 9 minutes. And then we will have the chance to win those. Or this one. Yeah, just as I hit the X. Okay, perfect. Another thing I also need to go and get is I need to get missile skill books. Because I need supporting skills. I need missile projection, missile rapid launch, missile bombardment, warhead upgrades, guided missile precision, and target navigation prediction. So all these here I need skill books for, and I can't buy those in my area. So I need to get them at another area. So this is also something I will be putting on my goals list. So upcoming plans, I will put get missile skill books. Oh, so you can't buy and inject? No, I'm not injecting skills directly from here. I will buy the skill book, and that's the only way I'm allowing myself to get skills. But that's not the rule of my challenge. That's just something I do because I find it's like more immersive. That you have to go and buy the book to learn the skill. And for example, if you're also reading through my journey logs, I write it as, for example, Elara is getting a book and then she starts reading about a topic, and that improves her knowledge about that. So I'm not speaking about injecting like 10,000 skill points and stuff like that. So this is a little bit of a different topic. Strictly speaking, he could, as it's not buying from players, but it will cost more. That's right, it will cost more, and technically I could do it. I just decided I wouldn't do that. So I will go and get the books myself because it's like more lore friendly. Good idea. Well, at least you have books to read when mining. Yeah, right.
Warp drive.
So Elara at the moment is reading a lot of books, as you can see here. Okay, I'm nearly back in Parto. By the way, thank you, Sega, for the fitting. So what you are doing, you said that you're also doing like relic sites and stuff like that in this. So you're not focusing on combat sites. I think that's a good way to do it. Never really thought about that. I think I'll just try it out. There's like nothing to lose, so why not try it and see whether I like that or not.
Request accepted.
If not, I still have like another fitting, which I could go for. Okay, so we are back. Let's drop everything. Dragoon goes into the BPO. Then we have this stuff. Those are modules. So let's put that in the modules folder. And then we have these here. I will put that in the item hanger. Okay, so let's start with the production of a Dragoon. Dragoon. Use blueprint. And I am also missing. And then getting my titanium from reprocessing these. 1,500 Noxium. That's really is a lot. So item hanger. Nothing. And let's put that one in ore and minerals. And that one in reprocess. Oh, there are gravity capacitor rigs. I already did that. So let's see. Come on, I still don't have enough? Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's not optimized on combat, but as I have lots of drones, drone range that just clears sight from a distance and it just doesn't get hit. I'd even say the tank is more than I would be necessary, strictly speaking, just to make sure I survive mistakes. Yeah. As long as it survives, then I will happily try it out. So, Dragoon. I am missing about 20,000 titanium. But I could pop just another one of those warp disruption field generators. So let's pop that one. That should give me enough titanium. And 2 minutes for the giveaway. Time to get some dense Velspar. No. No, Slim Monkey. It's time to get to rat some stuff and loot the modules and reprocess those. Because that's far more efficient. Okay, so 2 hours for a Dragoon. Get those tasty warp disruption field generators. Exactly. So we got the Dragoon. Now let me see. What else do I need for the Dragoon? So this was the fitting. I need 1 small scope sharpener and 1 capacitor upgrade. I have the capacitor upgrade. I'm just missing the emission scope sharpener. So am I able to build that one? Yes, very easily. Okay, then let's go for it. No, no, wait. No input costs or materials will be refunded. Okay, then I don't. I did that so often and always thought I would get my materials back. Holy shit. I lost so many materials in doing that in the past. See other message. You might go for different rigs. Wait. Which message you mean? It was from earlier. Because it's not optimized for combat. I think you need the gravity capacitor upgrade, otherwise your core scanner probes just won't find anything. Because you don't have scan bonus on that ship. Yeah, only get drone hit points and drone Nosferatu. So data and relic, drone damage amplifiers, 200 MN, and I think I have all of these in the module tab already. So let me just check it through. So I need a plate, which is 200 millimeters. I need drone. I have drone stuff. That's not a problem. Depends on if you have SOE probes. I have one flight of Sisters of Eve probes right now, so I would need another one. But that would require me to do more missions for the Sisters, which I haven't been doing in the past. Yeah, go to get the LP for that. Not sure if there's a BPO for them. No, there is no BPO for Sister Core probes and Sister Core. I think there's a BPC for the launcher, but there's nothing for the probes, as far as my research went. Also, mid modules can be switched out if you don't want to run both. Yeah, but I think that's a good idea. Like, I definitely need to do data sites. And if I'm with the Dragoon, why not just do both of them? So, okay, the plate is not an issue. The small armor repairer probably is also not an issue. Yeah, not an issue. So the only thing would be relic and data analyzer, most likely. Relic, yeah. So let's build another relic and another data analyzer. So relic, analyzer, and data analyzer. I totally like to have both sometimes switch, but it is rare. Yeah, I had that before, that I would like switch, but the problem is then I find a site. I'm currently fitted with a relic analyzer, and then I need to go to a different system, dock in the station, because there is no station in the system I'm in. So I have to go to a different one just to get this sorted. Okay. Slim Monkey, as you want to go to bed, I will draw the winner to see if you are the lucky one or not. And the winner of the Prowler skin is Normal69. And it's not me. Yeah, that's sad. So Normal69, are you here with us? Mobile depot. Let me see how much a mobile depot would cost. Mobile depot. And here we are. Prowler skin. Prowler. Let's create a contract. So here you go, Normal. Congratulations on winning that Prowler skin. Normal is here. Yeah, exactly. So Slim Monkey, sorry for not getting the skin. But I wish you a good night, and there might be other chances for you to get one. That is okay, it's life. Wombat, you might want to check if your bot is set up correctly. That draws doubles a lot somehow. I have not set up this bot, Sege. It's a bot that I'm using, and there is like no setup. You just use it. But I also realized that there were a few doubles today, so I will go to the creator of the bot and I will ask him whether this is normal or not. Have a good stream. Yeah, thank you. I'm also not streaming for much longer, so we're already nearing the end here. I'm just looking for small focused beam lasers. So small focused beam lasers. We don't have normal small focused beam lasers, so I might build some of those small focused beam lasers. Oh, those are expensive. Ores and minerals. Take care and fly safe. Have a good night, Slim Monkey. And what lenses do you have? Radios. You only have radios for that. So you're only using those to like draw aggro, Sege? Doubles are not unusual with a smaller sample set. Triples are pretty rare. Yeah. And you got a triple today. So that's why I had to go. What was the question? The question is why you are using the radio lenses, why you're not using other lenses. Also depends on how many people actually enter. That is right. Let me have a look at the other Dragoon fitting. This one had gamma, radio, and standard ones in it. Yeah, I know that, Stoffel, that like the radios are for range, but why would you only use radios? Radio is for range. I actually switch my opinion on even fitting lasers on a regular basis. The whole idea is to sit so far away no red ever hits. But don't the frigates reach your destination? Like also with the arbitrator, they're like always ships coming towards me. I can't like prevent them. It's just because the frigates are so much faster than I'm able to move. That's why there's an MWD. But wouldn't that drain your capacitor completely? And I see you're also using Tech 2 drones here, which I don't have. So I will have to get myself a bunch of Tech 2 drones first. You don't need cap if you only use drones. Yeah, that's right. But you need to run your repairer if you get in trouble. Okay, so small focus beam lasers I have. I need a probe launcher. So probe launcher. And Also some scanner probes. Those T2s are pretty new. I ran that with mostly T1. Okay. Let me build the probes. Okay, I can't build the probes. Maybe I'm able to deliver one. No, not yet. Okay, so I have all the manufacturing jobs I have at the moment maxed out. Also, if you are able to fit projectile weapons on the Dragoon, as it has no turret bonuses and they don't use cap. You know, Stuffle, that is a great idea. I am training into projectile turrets, so I could just get myself a projectile turret blueprint. That's a pretty neat idea. So let's change the side goal then. Let's change it not to reach 400 million, but to fit Dragoon for combat exploration. And that would involve getting projectile weapons. So what are the ones? Are those 150 millimeters, or what is the diameter of the projectile weapons here? I believe it's 150 millimeters. Let's remove those. Light prototype automatic cannon. 1, 3, and 4. Okay, I can't get the 4th. And which ammunition would I use? Okay, so there's the catch. So I would be able to use projectile weapons and not use any capacitor. But on the other hand, I would have the big problem that I would need to carry ammunition with me. And those lenses really don't take any space and hold forever. RT. Okay, so what is RT? What kind of millimeters are the artilleries? Are those 200 millimeters? Let's just look for artillery. Artillery. The smallest one is 250 millimeter. Thus you use less ammo with the artillery. Well, let's see. Those would be the standard ones. And then it is used with uranium, I believe. Which one is the one that shoots far? It's 20 kilometers. Nuclear. 26 kilometers. Plasma. 15. 250 or 280 millimeters is small. Yeah, that I haven't had a look whether I would also be able to fit the 280 millimeters. I think the bigger the better, right? Let's try with the howitzer artilleries. Yes, I would be also able to fit those. And which ammunition type would you use for those? I would guess it's uranium. Or what is this? Titanium sabot. No, that don't shoot further. So depleted uranium has like the biggest fall off. So I would guess you would go for that one. Hey, Lord Revenite. Sadly, we're not running any giveaways at the moment because I am about to end the stream very, very soon. But thank you still for turning up today. Currently trying to fit out a Dragoon. Let me remove the message. Yeah, I've completed so far all the isotopes which I need for Project Endurance. So as you can see here, everything regarding ice mining here is done. And now I'm working on like getting ISK for buying the blueprints and the reactions, and also finally getting myself into a battle cruiser. And that's why I'm currently thinking with Sege and Stoffel about a fitting for a Dragoon that could do the stuff that I need. I'm not sure about the projectile weapons, to be honest. How much DPS difference do we have? We have like 23. Finally, someone appreciates my Dragoon. Yeah, I do. I do that. The only thing is I'm not sure whether I really want to keep ammo all the time with me, or I will just use the lenses, which are like my currently preferred choice. But I think that is going to be decided on another day. So let me see one thing. I don't have a clone bay here, right? No, I don't have one. So let me leave the ship. I will look for a clone bay. I hope that Anara has a clone bay. We have a look. Stations. Do you have a clone bay? Yes, Anara has a clone bay. Okay, perfect. Then I will jump over to Anara.
Warp drive active.
Because I want to go down to Syndicate and start, or also start producing a coercer. So if I decide that I want to continue doing the belt ratting, I will be able to do so. But wait, on the other hand, I can do that later. Yeah, I don't think I will do that now. Because I want to transport stuff, and being down there without a ship would be hindering. Let's just jump back to Parto. And then I think we made a good progress today. So mining in Pochven is off the bucket list. And next goal or next chapter will be doing combat exploration with the Dragoon once it's finally finished. Come on, let's jump. I never realized you had to be that close to actually jump. I thought it would be like 5,000 kilometers and not like 2,500. Okay, so here I'm back.
Docking permission requested. Docking request
So apparently the Prowler was the last giveaway for today. So let's decide on a raid target, which I'm going to raid over. I think we're going to raid over to Magical Geek this time. So let's start the raid. Magical Geek. Oh, he's doing Call of Duty Black Ops. Okay, then I won't raid over. I don't want you to have. I don't want you to see like other games than Eve. I think you joined for Eve, so you probably are not interested in Call of Duty Black Ops right now. So I will search in the Eve category. Let me see. Who is in the same category? We could raid over to Rambo, to be honest. I think that's a good idea. Let's raid over to Rambo. So, thank you all for being here. It was a nice stream. I really enjoyed it. I'm pretty happy about the progress that I was able to make. And next time, when we see us, I will be flying a Dragoon and I will be trying to do some combat exploration and hopefully get the ball running towards the ISK that I need to get myself a battlecruiser blueprint and also getting myself the money for the reactions. So thank you all for being here and see you next time. Goodbye.